Hey everybody, you're watching Ballerina Badass. My name is Georgia Reed, and this is Angel, and Angel's butt in my face. And it's the final day. Well, yesterday was the final day of the Vibe USA Vienna International Ballet Experience Dance Challenge in Missoula, Montana. And I am now packing to get ready to return to Los Angeles. And I'm coming down with a cold, yay. So I was supposed to go and do interviews today and a bunch of other stuff, and instead I am staying here at the house with much needed cat comfort. Yes, cat comfort. So, you guys, yesterday, that was Saturday, we had the award ceremony in the morning, and I had a lot of fun watching the dancers get recognized for their work. And what I came to realize was that, as I told you all, I did not place in finals, but I started talking more with different panel judges and people who've done these competitions before and everything. And you guys, there's so much more politics involved, like you would not believe. And I got the sense that if you've been a professional dancer, you're really not eligible for any of the prizes. Now, I could be wrong, but yeah, that's the general sense I'm getting. So it could be that, but you know, it was so funny. It took me right back to when I would attend Regional Dance America shows when I was with my pre-professional company as a teenager, and there were so many times where I had friends who they just had, you know, the natural perfect ballet body or whatever, and they would win all the scholarships. And I got one scholarship. I got the Choreographers Conference Award one year, but most years I didn't get anything. And you always have that sinking pit in your stomach where you're like, oh, I really hope I get something, and then you don't, and it's disappointing. So yeah, I still felt that. It's so funny. And then at the same time, I looked around and I realized, you guys, most of the, not most, okay, but several of the judges on the panel were also teachers with students there competing. And I remember seeing them backstage, like coaching their students, and then they're out in front judging. So I really still would love to know from somebody who's, you know, on the inside, do they recuse themselves when they judge when their own dancers are being judged? I'm curious. Or even if they do that, do they have a policy where they're like, hey, I'll vote for your dancer if you vote for mine? Because here's why, guys. I saw some dancers that I thought were phenomenal, and they did not place, and they did not win any awards. And I was like, are you serious? So, you know, forget about me, all these other dancers. But then you can go back to the whole, well, it's all very subjective. But then you start noticing who is winning, who you not aren't necessarily as good, but wait a minute, they're teachers on the panel, and you're like, huh. So overthinking. Again, like everyone says, you have to let that go. And if you're there, it's good to be there to win on the one hand. On the other hand, it's there to just not even try to win. You're just there to meet new people, experience what it's like to dance on stage with so many different kinds of dancers. And that's it. So anyways, what else? So then after that, they were putting together the gala performance for the evening, and they had some guest dancers, and they had several, of course, several performances from the resident studio here, Rocky Mountain Ballet Theater. They did a lot of numbers in the show, and it ended up being 3.5 to 4 hours long. It was a long show, you guys. And I wore this fabulous long black dress that I loved. It was great. And I got to meet a fantastic dancer who was on the panel. Her name's Leslie Stevens, and she's very New York and very Broadway. And we ended up giving her a ride over because apparently they don't provide transportation to the jury members. I don't know why, but I would think they would do that next year. I felt bad for her. She had these fabulous heels, and we're trying to help her through the snow. And I'm in my heels, and it was crazy, but we bonded. And there were 2 or 3 performances that really stood out to me during the gala. One was a guy named Casper, who's from the Debbie Allen studio out in Los Angeles. And yeah, he did lots of flips and tricks, but it wasn't that so much as his timing. His timing was amazing. The way he felt the music and moved the music was incredible. He really got it, and he had a point of view about it. That was amazing. Then there was a kid who was Asian, I think Chinese, I'm not sure, but he did a folk dance in this navy blue and gold costume, and he just had it. It was subtle, and it was amazing. It was really good. So he really stood out to me. And then there was one girl who She wore a long red skirt and a black lacy top, and she did like a modern dance to Spanish music. She also, oh, her movement was beautiful, and her point of view and her interpretation of the music was gorgeous. And she had won several awards, and I don't know which studio she was from, but she was really good. I had seen her in the ballet thing. I wasn't as impressed with her variation there, but she has a lot of versatility. And this is something I noticed. I think for anyone who goes to a competition in the future, if you can do the open competition, and you can also do tap, and you can also do contemporary, you can also do modern, and then you can also do ballet. I would recommend doing all of them because that will show your versatility and possibly give you more of an edge. So those are my 3 favorite performances from the night. And it was interesting. There was another girl there who had won awards, and they did not even ask her to perform, which was really disappointing. She was lovely. And she and I got to sit and talk a lot about the process of competitions and what we liked and didn't like. And we were on the same page about a lot of it. So anyways, I will do another video once I get back in town and I've had some more time to process about my overall sense of competition from this one. I mean, it's only one, right? But I did talk to people who'd been to other ones like YAGP and what their take on it was and what I like about it, what I don't like about it, the good, the bad, and the ugly, and let you guys know so that you have a clear sense when you decide to go out and compete. But overall, it was a really good experience. I mean, I'm glad I did it. I can finally say, yep, I've been to a competition. And now I feel even more so that it's, you got to dance for you and not for the validation of anyone else. And is it, I'm sure if I'd won an award, I would have felt amazeballs. And that's the thing I really realized. I was like, wow, how much validation do I need? And I still do. It's crazy. And I'm realizing that's something I want to work on, is letting go of that need for validation from outside sources. I think you need feedback on your technique and your work from more experienced dancers always. Otherwise, why would we have teachers and coaches? But the validation point, if you're dancing for anyone else, well, other than, of course, my mother, miss you, Mom, it's not a good reason to do it. You know, for the awards and the accolades and everything else, those will come and go. You know, you see it in Hollywood. Stars shine bright and burst and fade out really fast. But if you're doing it because you love it, or because you want to give back to the community, or because you have a story you need to tell and share with the world, then I think that's worth doing. And I feel that way about this channel, this YouTube channel, that I can give back to you guys. And if this is the one good thing that comes out of my dancing and my career, then and I help inspire you guys, then that's definitely a good thing. And now I'm going to go back into the studio and each day really evaluate, why am I there? What is it I love about it? You know, I love the music. I love the process. I love the technique and all of that. And I'm still going to take a step back and check in with myself. Oh, my alarm went off. So anyways, yeah, I've got to start packing now and get ready to go. But I hope you all enjoyed this video. And I hope you all enjoyed the whole experience of the Vibe USA Dance Challenge with me, as much as I could do from the recaps. But thank you all for watching. Thank you so much for liking and commenting and subscribing. You've been watching Ballerina Badass. My name is Georgia Reed. Oh, and a big thank you to Charlene, Campbell, Carey for putting this event on, for having me as your guest at your competition dance challenge, for Gregor, Hatala for setting this whole thing up in Vienna, because they have the sister competition in Vienna, which happens in April, and to Dance Adore for interviewing me, and to Lisa Bonhart for interviewing me, and to all the amazing masterclass teachers for what they were able to teach us in their classes. Robin Siegel, Schifrin, Rasta Thomas, Charlotte Jen, I got to take their classes. And to all the other dancers who were so nice to me, and everyone was so supportive, and we all had a great time together talking and hanging and learning about each other. Thank you all. Thank you all. Thank you all. Okay, that's enough thanking, huh? Yeah, okay, so never give up, never stop dancing. I love you all. Toi, toi, toi. Guys, I also completely forgot. Duh, I have to give a special shout out to my host family, the Sirs family. Best host family ever. Oh my gosh. First of all, their daughter Lucy is amazing. Lucy, I thought you did an amazing job in the competition, and I loved you in the kick line dance in the gala and in the Lion King dance. I know I'm not saying that right, but big thank you also to your mom, to Julie. Thank you for driving us everywhere and for feeding me and for taking care of me and all of the cats and the dog and the ferret and the fish, and to everyone else in your family, all of you. Thank you so much for being so kind to me and for opening your home to me. It's been just so much of a better experience with all of this warmth and love around me. It felt like being in my own home with my parents. So yeah, anyways, okay, now I'm done. Bye guys.